What's it like to assemble a squad in such unusual circumstances, in an environment where a lot of lads wouldn't have played a full game of rugby outside an internal camp? What's it like assembling a squad like that?
Yeah, it's been a difficult process, really. And it probably goes back to the start at Christmas when the guys came in at first. So, you're getting guys coming in with massive differences in relation to what kind of training they've done. So the levels of fitness that the lads have come in with has been very different. We've got guys in academies obviously coming together in the latter part of it, but some guys were club players, some guys were on NTS programs, PTS programs, but all working remotely. So that was difficult. But the group came together quite well and quite quickly, and the lads really applied themselves well. But what we had to do is make sure that our training wasn't going to put guys at jeopardy, and build them up into it, and make sure we took all those relevant precautions along the way.
And is it fair to say that the majority of these guys wouldn't have played a full rugby match in over a year?
Yeah, well, definitely. I suppose some of them might have played in early September. Definitely, quite a few of them played in early September when rugby was back on. But from that point to sort of Christmas time, they hadn't played at all. And then within the camps that we've had, what we've tried to do is put a game element in that, whether it be 40 minutes or 80 minutes of rugby. So yeah, we've been trying to build them up slowly with their game minutes, but also then the intensity in the training sessions. So we feel that we've got a group together now that are sort of ready to compete at the level that they're going into.
And have the Six Nations, or what sort of rules are you playing under for this Six Nations competition? Is there anything unusual, or like the experimental laws we saw in?
No, yeah, it's just straight, just our normal Six Nations laws. The difference would be is that out of the 34 players that we're bringing over, we're allowed to pick 26 on a match day, but out of that 26, we're only allowed to play 23. So. But in relation to the laws are the same as what we would have played, pre all this COVID.
Okay, cheers. Thanks, Richie.
No problem.
Richie, is it a balance of performance and result that you're looking for, or solely performance?
I think it's always a balance of performance and result, because you know what I mean. You're going into a competition, you obviously want to try and win something. You know what I mean. At the end of the day, but along the way, I suppose this is under 20s rugby is probably the pinnacle of the age grade system within Ireland, coming through the schools and into sort of provincial academies and development pathways. And this is the pinnacle of it. From here, the guys go out into the big bad world of adult rugby. So, we want to be competitive, but we're very, very much aware that, it is a development tool as well. So it's definitely a balance between the two.
And how have they been? You haven't got to work with them yet? That starts next week, is that right?
No, we've been working away. Obviously for through all these camps, but next week, obviously, we're into the games then.
And how has it been for you to be embarking on this journey yourself, to go from seniors down to younger age group?
Yeah, it's been great. The guys, similar to what our seniors would be like, they apply themselves really well. I suppose the difference would be is that the expectation of the player at senior level is that they understand a huge amount of what you're asking them to do, where probably at this level it's about bringing guys along and showing them sort of a new direction and a new way forward so that they can apply themselves and be effective within the team. So you're trying to change some of the guys, some of the habits that they've had from when they were a schoolboy, and trying to bring them on and really open their eyes to what sort of adult rugby looks like,